What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and he finally did it. What did Marlon break this time? He broke a U-joint. So, driver side U-joint. We're out here at the ultimate off-road field trip, and there you go. It just about left the chap. Barely brought us back to the campground at the front of the park, and we have something that is going to fix this. Another U-joint? Not really, but that would also fix it. But something even better, dun 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 dun, RCV axle shaft. So that is going to completely replace the U-joint. They use CVs, which is going to completely eliminate the U-joint and hopefully not leave us stranded again. So step one, we're gonna get rid of all the boring stuff so that we can go ahead and change that axle shaft. So this is going to be taken off, and then let's start the process.
Is it coming off? You ever install RCV axle before?
Because it's so much easier than wearing a belt when you have to go to the bathroom.
They didn't even do it, that's what she said.
Mm-hmm. You're going to push it hard.
Uh-huh.
Hammer time. King of the hammers. Hammer town.
That's not doing anything. So how are we doing so far? Comments from the peanut gallery.
Yeah, it's doing good. Had a couple setbacks. Yeah, the craziest look was
I think he should have the hammer. I think he should have the hammer again.
There's been no bloodshed or loss of limbs.
I believe I'm in hammer town right now.
Give me the hammer.
Favorite tool.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna smash it.
You can level it off. Put the pad back in backwards.
Well, but the plane's not.
What's up? Look who's here.
The pad has to be out.
It is raining outside and we wanted to get this done, so that's why we brought it to Tons 4x4. So it's finally happening, guys. Look at the difference. It's beautiful. That doesn't look good. Guys, we are going to replace all the gaskets and everything. We're going to get this done. We're going to fix it. And for example, I'm already missing a gasket here. This bearing is bad. Look at this. And it's missing that part already. So we're going to fix all of these little issues so we don't have to fix it in the middle of the trail. Let's do that.
All right, guys, so we're in for a special treat. We got Tyler here, owner of Tom's 4x4 and Rock Solid Fab out in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And not only does he sell and recommend them in the shop, but he actually runs them in or on his rig.
Yeah, so RCV Axles is one thing that we really push in the store. We get a lot of questions about them, and one of the common questions is why? Obviously, they cost more than regular U-joint axle shafts, so why should I pay that difference? Why should I pay that premium for those axle shafts? So, obviously, the number one answer is strength. I have ran U-joint axle shafts for many, many years and made the switch to RCV probably, I guess, somewhere around 2011, 2012. So I've been running RCV axle shafts in my own rigs for over 10 years. And I can honestly say that in those 10 years, I have broken one. And so anybody that knows this rig and knows how I drive it, I'm always on the edge. I know, I push this thing. So it's really a testament to how strong the axle shafts are. But it's not just about strength. The other thing, if you ever see a U-joint equipped axle turn, the wheels start hopping. And the reason for that is because a U-joint axle shaft doesn't spin at a constant velocity. That is what the CV in RCV stands for, constant velocity. So when a CV joint is turned, the axle shaft, so the stub shaft and the inner, turn at the same speed all the time. The angle doesn't affect the speed of the tire. Whereas with a U-joint axle shaft, the tire is constantly speeding up and slowing down as that U-joint rotates, and it causes oscillation in the front end, and that alone can cause other damage to your differential. So it's hard on the locker or your spider gears, it's hard on the ring and pinion because everything's speeding up and slowing down, and it just causes a really bad vibration in your axle. So the RCV helps tremendously with that. It smooths everything out. You don't get the wheel hop, you don't get the oscillation, and even in the steering wheel you can tell that everything's more solid and more smooth, and it just really pays off, especially when you're doing technical stuff where you're trying to turn and wheel speed's a factor and stuff like that. It just makes all the difference in the world. And so between the strength and that, it's really hard to beat them. I mean, there's just nothing else to say.
You heard it here, folks. So don't get sticker shock, guys. There's a really big reason. I think primarily the first reason that we made the switch is not only the lifetime warranty that RCV Axle guarantees you, is that we are completely eliminating one very well-known weak spot in the axles. Okay, guys? So God forbid we do have a failure with the CV, all you got to do is call up RCV, make sure you go through the proper channels via email or phone call, and they are going to replace it, rebuild it, whatever they need to do to make it right. Absolutely free, guys. That's lifetime warranty. Very few companies offer that. Proudly made in America, as well as tested off-road. So these are all these crazy rock bouncers that you guys see. A lot of these guys are running the RCV Big Bell 300M axle shafts. So what better way to explain to you guys than using a visual aid? So we actually found this at the shop, but it's perfect to be able to explain a couple things. So why RCV, right? So you guys know that we ran U-joints prior to making this switch, and this isn't our first time having a failure out on the trail. At least, thank goodness, we were able to make it back to camp like you guys saw. So with switching, the primary reason is that we're not going to have the U-joint to break. Alrighty, guys, that's what it looks like here. Not only can the U-joint break in a regular application like you have on your Jeep, but also the ear, this yoke ear, can also go ahead and break as well. So that's obviously not going to be a problem with the CV. And you guys hear us using CV a lot. What it means is constant velocity joint. That's what it is. We call it a CV for short. So we obviously installed this in the JL, but they make these for everything, guys. Dana 30s, Dana 44s, Dana 60s, 2.5 ton, IFS, and also custom. So make sure if you want custom anything, make sure you give RCV a call, and they're going to tell you exactly what you need depending on your application. Let's get technical, guys. So the CV joint that you see here, the design spreads the engine torque over 6 ball bearings. So it distributes the force over a large surface area. This design allows tight steering angles up to 45 degrees and provides high strength throughout the range of motion. So the black oxide coating is standard, but there is an optional nickel plating that's available for extra corrosion resistance in those salty environments. Alrighty, guys, that's a wrap. Thanks for sticking with us. If you guys are running RCV axle shafts, let us know in the comments below. I don't think that Marlon's going to be able to break this. Fingers crossed, but if he does, you guys know that lifetime warranty, no questions asked. Thanks, guys. Big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Like, share with your friends and family, and we'll see you next time.